We lost the job, we lost the flat.
We sold the couch, the drum, the hat.
We're standing here in all this dust with nothing left but us.
It started slow, then warmed to blaze. Bills piled up, then jobless days. We tried side hustles, borrowed cash. Watched our comfort turn to ash.
We argued in the grocery line over cents and borrowed time. Still somehow in the worst of us, we kept choosing we, not us versus us.
Now stripped of all the bonus stuff, we see if love alone's enough. There's nothing left but us.
There's nothing left but us.
No shiny coat, no fancy bus.
Just our bruised and stubborn trust. Our hands, our hearts, our dust.
In the ruin and the rust, we find a different kind of plus.
When the world shakes off its crust, we'll rebuild with nothing left but
us. Friends fell off when the fun was done, when the party ceased to run. Only a few still hit my phone, and one of them is you alone.
We share a bed on a creaking floor, but we laugh richer than before. We see through lies of more and more to the treasure in our core.
When we climb out of this hole, we'll remember what made us whole.
Not the glitter, not the fuss,
Just the truth and nothing but us.
there's nothing left but us. There's nothing left but us.
And somehow that feels enough.
We'll paint our future from this trust.
Grow a garden in this dust.
If tomorrow brings new floods, or if life stays rough and tough, we've already found what's robust, the sacred fact of us.
Sacred fact of us. The sacred fact of us. Sacred fact of us.
We never said forever, but we almost did. We never called it love, but we never hid. Caught in the space where we're not seen, always burning in between.
You got someone and I got my plans. We still keep touching with borrowed hands. Meeting our corners the world won't see. Sharing a truth that can't be free.
You play your shows, I play my part, pretending I don't feel you in my heart. We keep this secret like a sacred sin. Every goodbye pulls me back in.
We're not wrong, but we're not right.
Stuck between the day and night. We're burning in between. Not lovers, not a dream.
Too deep to just let go.
Too tangled not to glow. In the silence that nobody's seen. We're a fire with no routine. You're my almost, my unseen. Forever burning in between.
I see your name and my chest goes tight. I hear you laugh in the traffic light. I stand on stage with your face in mine, singing of love I still can't define.
You say you're fine with the way things are, but there's a storm behind your star. If I reached out and broke the cage, would we be risking love or rage? If the world knew what our hearts know,
Would they stay or let us go?
would this fire finally find a scene or fade from burning in between? We're burning in between lines we wrote that stay unseen.
You're the song I can't release.
The war You heal in ways you never show. You shine in places you don't know. You're half hurricane, half war tornado, covered in bandages and halos. You patch your wounds with quiet grace, hide the tremor in your face. Say you don't deserve the care while bleeding through your favorite chair. You think kindness is a debt, and every wrong you must offset. But there's a light you don't control, a halo carved from your own soul. You walk like thunder in retreat, trying not to admit defeat.
Think survival's what you're best at, not the softness underneath that.
You think you're made of burning wires, but I see gardens and no choirs. You stitch your pain like Art Deco, body wrapped in bandage halo. You think broken means untrue, but I see beauty shining through. In every scar you try to veto, bandages and hidden halos. Bandages and halos.
Every wound and glow that follows,
every truth your fear outgrows, every grace your shadow knows. You're the storm that dawn bestows, you're the light in heavy throes. You are more than what pain shows.
built of bandages and halos.
You cover her with practice jokes, master damage under strokes. But I can hear the cracking spaces between your everyday graces. You lift others from their brink, push your breaking point to drink. But you forget your value grows right beneath your healed halos.
You hold everyone but you, wrap them warm with something true. But when your chest starts feeling thin, you pull your own comfort within.
You deserve the love you give, deserve a place where you can live, deserve a future no one knows. Saint of bandages and halo. You're not holy, you're not cursed, you're not best and not the worst. You're a soul no label exposes, bandages and halos. Bandages and halos, wounds that bloom in amber glows, strength in every tear that froze, hope in every thorn you chose. When you're in a river slows, I'll remind you when it flows. You're a miracle composed of bandages and halos. You walk in light you never see, your presence bends the air around me. I've been small anywhere you go, living under your shadow. Ooh.
You never meant to make me fade.
You just had a brighter blade.
Your life could fill a 10th floor hall.
My whispers barely scratch the wall. I kept my dreams in a hidden cage, afraid to drown in all your space. I cheered your wins from the second row, swallow my need for my own glow. But I can love you and still outgrow. This life under your shadow. I've been under your shadow. I've been under your shadow. I've been under your shadow. Didn't know you felt so low. Didn't see the shade below. Now I'm stepping into my own sky, not to leave you but to try to see what my bright can show beyond your shadow.
I thought my shine gave you a shield, never guessed it blocked your field. I took the lead in every room,
never asked if you had bloom. I hear the tremor in your tone. How you learning to stand alone? I wanna see you blaze your trail, not just be my backup sail.
Can you stand beside, not in front of me?
Can I learn to share the light I see?
We can rise together, not in tow. No more living under shadow. We've been under your shadow. One too bright, one too low. Now I'm walking where my colors show. I'm walking my colors shout. I'll be cheering from your front row.
If we both turn out to glow, side by side in the same halo, we'll be stronger as we grow. No one under the other shadow. There's a weight I can't explain, pressing down like frozen rain.
Every secret I suppress sits like gravity on my chest. I told you I'm okay too much, turn confession into crutch. Stack my fears behind my eyes, let them harden into lies. You kept asking what's the deal, I just joked instead of real. Now the silence that I kept is the reason that you left. I saw something in your stare, a whole ocean of despair. Tried to swim but never learned how to heal a heart that burns. So I stay safe on the set, wave my non-committal hand. Now I feel the empty side where your faith in me once cried.
All the things I didn't say,
All the times I walked away, float above this sinking nest, crushing down on my bare chest. It's gravity on my chest. All the words I never guessed, all the truths I left to rust, all the promises I crushed. If I'd let you see the mess, let you hold my brokenness, would you still have loved the rest? Without this gravity on my chest. I scrolled through messages we wrote, through every half emotional note. See the moments I could choose to be honest, win or lose. Instead I played the perfect role, never let you see the whole. Now I lie awake at night, haunted by what I kept tight.
I had chances to say stay, to fight harder, not just sway. I had options beyond pride, ways to stand there by your side, but I held back every plea, afraid you'd see the worst of me. Now regrets the heaviest guest, sleeping on my fragile chest.
If I ever learn again how to let someone come in,
I'll unclench this guarded fist,
won't let fear write the list. We can't rewind what we possess, but we can name this way, confess. It's gravity on my chest, but I won't let it infest. Every future, every chance, every reckless, fragile dance. I'll break patterns, I compress, let someone in past my unrest. So the next heart that I'm blessed won't feel gravity on my chest.
Wind in my hair, salt on my tongue.
Memories beating like a reggae drum. The city's loud, but my heart still craves the place we ran back to the ways. We left our problems on the concrete floor, took a crooked bus down to the shore. You brought your guitar, I brought my pain. We traded both for the rising rain. You played a chord that split the sky, turned my tears into a battle cry. We danced barefoot on the jagged stones, letting the tide translate our tone.
Whenever life turns sharp and gray, I see us running to the wave.
Take me back to the waves, where the water rewrites what it says, where the rhythm heals what it shapes off our hearts in 1,000 ways. When the world misbehaves, we'll outrun the roads and the caves, let the ocean hold our days as we keep going back to the waves.
I lost my temper in a crowded room, said some things that spelled our doom. You walked away with your head held high, left me choking on my prideful sky. Weeks went by with a frozen phone, till I stood staring at the shoreline alone. Then out of the mist I saw you stand, shoes in your fingers, hope in your head.
No words, just the seagulls croon.
No scripts, just the rising moon.
We step forward side by side, let the tide reset the tide. Take me back to the waves, where forgiveness silently plays over every burnout phase, over every bitter maze. In the crash where the sea behaves, we'll bury with no longer braves. Year after year in all our days, we'll find ourselves back in the waves. Everyone says you're so strong, you go like courage is the only road. Some nights I just wanna cave. I'm so tired of being brave. I've been the rock for everyone, the steady ground, the unbent sun. Hold their secrets, hold their tears, soak their pain for years and years. But when my own sky starts to fall, I still answer every call. Say I'm fine, just a little tired, while my veins feel dead and wired.
I learned to swallow every yell, turn my panic into shells. Smiling photos, cracking bed, never showed a shaking head. People praise me for my chill, say they wish they had my will. They don't see the tremor right underneath my calm outside.
What if I lay down the shield, let my weaknesses be revealed? Would you see me as depraved if I say I'm not that brave?
I'm tired of being brave.
Every minute, every way. Sometimes I just want a shoulder where I can collapse and smolder. Can you love me when I cave? When I'm not the one who saves, hold me through the way I shake. When I'm the one who breaks, I wanna cry without a joke, let my heart spill out in smoke. Not apologize for tears, not feel guilty for my fears. If I call you late at night, will you still stay on the line when my words don't make make much sense when my hope feels paper thin.
I wanna ask for simple care without feeling like a snare. Say I can't do this alone without shame inside my tone. If I fall apart on you, will you think I'm less than true? Or will you see a different kind of bravery in my fragile mind? Maybe strength is not the wall.
Maybe courage sometimes falls. Maybe real is letting go, letting somebody else know.
I'm tired of being brave in the way they always crave. Tonight I need a softer wave, a place to not behave. If I tremble, if I rave, promise you won't call me grave. Just wrap me in the love you gave. Let me rest from being brave.
You said, tell me the truth, not the version you think I want. I froze with 1,000 edited fonts. We've been dressing lies in Sunday promise. Maybe we're just better off on it. I don't like how I've been quiet, playing sweet in every riot, swallowing words to keep you near, hiding my anger, choking my fear. I pretend I'm fine with all your plans, with canceled dates and shaky stands. But deep inside I need more weight, more than sorry I'm running late.
I don't like how I've been bluffing, acting chill while my chest is roughing, saying it's cool when I feel small, taking the blame when it's not my call.
I was scared that if I spoke loud, you'd disappear into another crowd. So I shrunk my knees to half the size, buried my wants behind my eyes. We've been faking just to last, holding tightly to the past.
But every lie is like a fissure,
Splitting love with quiet scissors. We're better off honest, even if it hurts the calmest. Even if our voices shake, even if our hearts might break. We're better off real than safe, better off a little shake than living in a painted promise. We are better off honest. I'm afraid that you'll stop choosing me if you see the parts I'm losing, the jealous streak, the anxious spin, the little wars I fight within. But you deserve the actual me, not a cardboard love on a movie screen. If you stay when you see the mess, then I'll know this isn't less. I'm afraid that you will leave if I name the nights I grieve, how I fear I'm not enough, how my pride is just a bluff. But you deserve my unmasked face, not a fine in every place. If you hold my shaking frame, then I'll finally trust this flame.
so let's risk it, let's be clear.
Lay down every quiet fear.
If the truth can't keep us bound,
Better that than living drowned. We're better off honest, even if the ground feels lawless, even if we must confess every fault and every mess. If you stay after the fall, after seeing it all, then maybe this is more than modest, a love that learned to be honest. always fill my head. Crowds and chaos in every thread. But with you, there's a different diet. I'm caught in the quiet.
We sit in cars without the sound.
Let the silence wrap around.
No need to force a clever line. Just breathing in your hand in mine.
With other people I had to shine, be the joke, the sparkling sign. But with you I can just be still. Let my soul catch up at will. Yeah. I never knew how much I'd riot for the chance to be this quiet. I'm caught in the quiet, where my heart stops needing to hide it, where the world's loud war and riot fades beneath our gentle diet.
We don't need a busy script or a show where we're well equipped.
All I want is this soft pilot, being caught in the quiet.
I used to blast my music loud to drown the fear and please the crowd. But sitting here with nothing on, I feel less empty, more reborn. You close your eyes and I can hear you breathing steady, drawing near. That simple sound outshines the band of any song in any land. If life turns up too high, we'll find a corner of the sky
where our silence can supply every cure found in the quiet. We're caught in the quiet. No need to rush, no need to buy it. We found golden simple hush,
a sacred unassuming blush.
when the world would crucify it.
We'll protect our little quiet,
Hold it close in every riot. Living caught in the quiet. Living caught. Every street corner knows our names.
every crosswalk memorized our game.
Even the night air always tries.
Because this city hates goodbyes.
We walk these alleys long enough, from gentle love to jagged stuff. Traces of us in every turn, no memories that never burn.
When we stand beneath the broken sign, I remember when your hand held mine. This place keeps pulling on old ties.
Like this city hates goodbyes. The bus stop still remembers you, where you waited in the morning dew. The corner store still keeps your drink. The clerk still double takes and blinks. I try to take a different route, erase the love, erase the doubt, but the skyline keeps telling lies. This whole city hates goodbyes.
We tried leaving like a storm,
But the map keeps us deformed.
every step becomes reprise. Because this city hates goodbyes.
This city hates goodbyes. The streets replay our lullabies. Every corner echoes why we can't fully cut the tie. Every shadow, every sigh, every neon tear we cry, even when our love runs dry. This city hates goodbyes. I moved apartments down the block, hoping distance breaks the cloud.
tried to roam, tried turning strangers into home. But every park bench, every seat brings me back to your heartbeat.
I hear your echo in the train and quiet stops after the rain. I swear the skyline almost cries, like the city hates goodbye. If we ever try again,
let's not fight what's always been.
let this city finalize what it knows.
We hate goodbye.
This city hates goodbyes, holds us close beneath its skies. Lets our memories crystallize, won't let heartache compromise. Even when we rationalize, even when our hope defies, something tender never dies, because this city hates goodbyes. Sky bleeds orange over city steel.
Daylight fading like the way we feel.
I write goodbyes I'll never claim, watching sunset on your name. Your contact still glows in my phone, a tiny shrine to what we know. I hover over delete each night, but my thumb can't kill that light. We're not together, we're not just friends, with some story that never ends. A half-read book on my bedside stand, collecting dust but still at hand. As the evening paints the frame, I see sunset on your name. Sunset on your name doesn't mean I'll erase our flame. It just means I'll let it rest, stop bleeding out in my chest. As the colors start to wane, I'll release this quiet pain. Not with anger, not with blame, just like sunset on your name.
Yeah. I've checked your page more times than I said, tracked your stories day by day, but this habit keeps me stuck, drowning in leftover luck. I see you smiling with someone new, swear I'm happy a bit for you, but I can't keep my world on pause for a love with broken laws.
Let the sky do what I can, let it paint and let it chant, that endings can be solved, not lame. Like a sunset on your name, sunset on your name. No more feeding this old flame. I'll remember what we were without needing to prefer. When the morning comes again, we'll be strangers rearranged, with the fondness, not a claim, left from sunset on your name. Far from where the palm trees sway, far from our old alleyway, I hear a rhythm through the phone, like you're calling me home. I moved oceans to outrun my past. Our distance would fix us fast. New city lights, new subway maps, new friends, same old collapse. But in the quiet, when I lay, I hear laughter far away, like a radio tuned too low, still humming what I used to know.
I told myself I'd never roam back to where you're calling home,
But you're calling me home. Through the bass and dial tone, through the late night voice alone, through the streets we used to own. I keep saying I have grown, that my roots are newly sown, yet your heart beat like a drum.
Keeps on calling me home. I never left that crooked block, the one where dreams meet ticking clock. I see your ghost at the corner store, hear your jokes in the slamming door. I spin records that we loved before, hoping you walk through that door. Sometimes I curse the way I stayed, sometimes I pray the debt is paid.
If I return, it won't be to repeat,
but to face the ghosts on that street.
not to change what's finally grown, but to answer what feels like home. You're calling me home, not to claim me as your own, but to show how far I've flown and how deep these seeds were sown. If I come back to our zone, we'll stand in truth we both outgrown. No more running, no more chrome, just a quiet calling home. Oh. You said you'd stay for one more moon, then pack your bags and leave by noon. I held your hand like fading tune. Just give me one more moon.
We run through seasons full of rain, through burned out love and quiet pain. But something in this final night
still pulses underneath the fight. You trace my cheek like it's goodbye, but linger too long to lie. Your suitcase waits in the other room, but still you ask for one more moon.
I say I'm strong, but that's pretend. I don't want this to ever end.
Your shadow paints my crumbling pride. Your leaving tears me from inside,
but I'm not gonna beg or plead. I love you without guarantee.
If this is last before the swoon, then let's share one more moon. We're not perfect, we're not right,
but something holds us through this night.
if the end comes far too soon, let's savor one more moon. One more moon, moon. One last breath before the moon. One soft kiss beneath the dune. One slow dance and fading tune. If you're gone by afternoon, if our love ends far too soon, I'll remember every boon from just one more moon.
We sit on rooftops, legs dangling low, watching city lights ebb and glow. You hum a song we used to share. I braid my fingers through your hair. You say you're tired of the fight, of hurting me night after night.
But still you lean into my swoon, still you'll stay for one more moon.
If leaving helps you start anew,
I won't chain your wings to rule,
but let me give you quiet peace.
a gentle hour where fears release.
Even if we fall apart,
I want your imprint in my heart, a memory soft as monsoon, held in one more moon.
if tomorrow we divide,
if we walk on separate sides,
let tonight suspend the doom. 'Cause something holds us through this night. If the end comes far too soon, let's savor one more moon. One last breath before the moon. If our love ends far too soon, I'll remember every boon from just one more moon.
let tonight suspend the doom. hold us one more moon.
One more moon before the end resumes.
Before you leave this room,
Before love meets its doom.
even if we lose too soon,
Even if we can attune, bless this love in silver bloom.
just give me one more moon. Nobody here is coming clean.
We bring our baggage to the scene.
You got scars that shine like myth.
I've got damage I still dance with. I don't pretend to be brand new. I come with lost and found tattoos, with fears that show up unannounced, with walls that sometimes still get pounced.
You don't flinch when I confess how sometimes love just feels like stress. You just nod and hold my hand, say I get more than you understand.
I've got stories I don't share, places where I couldn't care, nights I drank my senses numb, acts that made my spirit dumb.
But you look at me like more than the things I did before, like my future isn't chained to every past that got me stained. We're not fixed, we're not smooth, we're a rough and jagged groove, but there's something holy in this, in the damaged hearts we kiss. This is the damage we dance with, not a curse, not a death wish, just the weight that taught us how to be kinder here and now. We're not broken past repair, we're two souls that learn to care, turning hurt to something rich in the damage that we dance with. Sometimes I snap when I'm afraid, push you back like a barricade, then regret becomes my friend, whispering you lose him in the end.
You don't answer with a slam, you just ask me who I am. Underneath the spike and sting, you make space for everything.
Sometimes I shut down and hide, disappear from every side. You reach out without a yell, ask if I'm okay and help.
You don't try to fix my mood,
Don't call my sadness attitude, you just sit and hum along till my silence turns to song. We're not healed in every place,
but we see each other's face.
not as broken, not as myth, just as humans we dance with. This is the damage we dance with, our confession, not our hitch. We bring darkness to the floor, but we leave with something more. Every step and every twitch, every stumble, every glitch, we are learning how to switch all the damage that we dance with into something soft and sweet. The room still hums with what we said, words like smoke that never left our bed. Every corner still carrying your shade, living in echoes we made. We carve with our names in the hallway pane. 2 chip letters of a half saying that we were timeless, untouchable flame, burning the edges around our name.
We left our shoes by the open door, like we'd be racing back for more. But time turned heavy and you turned cold, and all our colors turned to gold.
Now when the silence starts to invade, I hear the echoes we made. You're in the echo of a midnight train, in the way the pavement whispers your name. You're in the creak of the wooden floor, in every key I don't play anymore. We were loud like a hurricane parade. Now we're ghosts and echoes we made. Even if you drift and fade, you still live in echoes we made.
I hear your laughter in a passing car,
In the hook of some stranger's bar.
our old playlist on a taxi ride brings every memory rushing like the tide.
There's a jacket hanging in my place, still holding on to your perfume trace. Some days I swear I see you there, turning around in that empty chair.
Maybe we were never meant to last,
Just a brilliant flash from a reckless past.
but the sound of us will never trade. We're forever
in echoes we made. You're in the echo of the midnight train, in the way the city calls your name, in the distant thump of a reggae beat, in every corner of a crowded street. We were loud like hope that never fades, now soft like rain on window shades. Even if new stories get laid, we'll still ring in echoes we made.
You say you're fine, you say you're free,
But your eyes still circle back to me.
we both rode endings, worlds apart.
Yet you're still half of my heart. We drew lines like battlefields, dividing love from what it yields. You took your box and I took mine, swore we'd never cross that line. I moved houses, changed my hair, you pretended you didn't care. But every time our paths collide, I feel a war I cannot hide.
We let pride tear us apart.
Ooh, but you still beat inside my heart. You're half of my heart.
Even when we're miles apart,
Every new start, every fresh start.
you're a ghost in every part.
We can date, erase, restart.
Pretend we're healed, pretend we're smart, but some days life feels like art.
Missing half of my heart.
I tried to love like I loved you, tried to fake the same bright you, but every kiss and every dance felt like a lesser, thinner chance. You probably think that I moved on because I laugh and I play this song, but underneath my practice roll, you still echo in my soul.
Maybe we'll never live that life,
Maybe we're better without the strife.
but if you feel that missing part, know you're still half of my heart. You're half of my heart, buried deep like a sacred chart.
not to cling or to restart.
But it's truth that won't depart. If we find love in other art, if we stand with brand new spark, we'll still know in some low-lit part we once shared one whole heart. We once shared one whole heart. We kill the noise just to hear the air.
Let quiet settle everywhere.
You lean on me like half a license. Two hearts drunk on the silence. We used to fill every space with talk, afraid of truth in the quiet walk. But now the hush feels warm and deep, a safer place for us to keep. I breathe in every unspilled word, every hush that goes unheard. This silence doesn't feel like loss, it feels like faith without the gloss.
Your head against my shoulder bone feels louder than a ringing phone. The softest sigh you try to hide feels like thunder in my side. We don't need answers for tonight, don't need to fix or make it right. Just let the quiet be our science as we drift drunk on the silence.
Nothing's broken, nothing's gone.
We're just resting from being strong.
Let our hearts, not words, be guidance as we get drunk on the silence. We're drunk on the silence. No fear, no anger, no defiance. Just the calm in your presence, just the air of shared essence. Let the world shout its violence. We'll stay here in gentle silence. Two souls finding resilience, drunk together on the silence. I used to think love had to roar, had to shake the house and floor. But you taught me love can glide, a river with a quieter tide. Your heartbeat talks a softer truth, more grounding than my reckless youth. It tells me all without reliance, our noise just cleaned the fire.
I used to prove myself with song, talk too much when fear was around. But now with you I breathe and wait, let the moment resonate. We don't have to fill the room with stories, laughter, sparkle, boom. We just let peace take its alliance as we drift drunk on the silence.
Let the hush become our home.
Let the stillness let us roam.
Love speaks loudest in compliance when we're drunk on the silence. We're drunk on the silence, free from chaos and reliance, holding tight in quiet guidance, sinking deep in shared alliance. Let the soft replace the tyrants, let the calm undo the giants. We are stronger in reliance, drunk and safe within the silence. You walked in like trouble in a leather jacket, laughing at the rules like you'd never have it. I was the girl with the tidy plans, you were the storm with the shaking hands.
You saw my halo and you smirked, said halos never really work. We smashed our worlds like skylines pressed, started living in the wild heart mess.
I had color-coded calendars, neat little dreams and fixed parameters. Every step a perfect line, never cross a warning sign.
Then you lit a match in my living room, turned my order into boom, taught my decided away.
I was sleeping in a stranger's car, waking up beneath a nameless bar. Never thought of 10 years out, only cared about the sound.
You pulled me into morning light, asked me if I'd ever fight for something more than just a high, for something that could really try.
We don't fit in any books,
We don't have those story looks,
but there's a spark beneath the stress,
burning in this wild heart mess. It's a wild heart mess, broken jeans and Sunday dress, crashing through the should-have known, turning wreckage into stone.
You're the chaos in my chest, I'm the anchor in your unrest. We're not perfect, we confess, but we're alive in this wild heart mess. We missed our rent and burned our toes, turned cheap wine into a booze. We fought loud and loved too hard, left our pride in the neighbor's yard. I showed you how to pay on time, you showed me rhythm in every crime. We balanced edges, total clip, turned every maybe to what if.
You made lists on the fridge with stars, I scribbled verses in broken bars. We stitched our flaws into new design, hung our past on a crooked line.
You held my hand when the court date came, said my full unedited name. Didn't look at me like dirt, just saw a boy who could get hurt.
We're not
Clean, we're not neat,
We track mud on brand new sheets,
but I'd rather trip with you like this
then live safe without the risk. It's a wild heart mess, but it beats in our address. From the fights at 2 a.m. to the prayers we have condemned, you're the bruise I still caress. I'm the truth you have confessed. We're a runaway, sharp and blessed, two souls in a wild heart mess.
Far from where the palm trees sway, far from our old alleyway, I hear a rhythm through the phone, like you're calling me home. I moved oceans to outrun my past, thought distance would fix us fast. New city lights, new subway maps, new friends, same old collab. But in the quiet when I lay, I hear laughter far away, like a radio tune too low, still humming what I used to know. I told myself I'd never roam back to where you're calling home, but you're calling me home through the bass and dial tone, through the late night voice alone, through the streets we used to own. I keep saying I have grown, that my roots are newly sown. Yeah, your heart beat like a drone, keeps on calling me home.
left that crooked block, the one where dreams meet ticking clock. I see your ghost at the corner store, hear your jokes in the slamming door. I spin records that we loved before,
hoping you walk through that door. Sometimes I curse the way I stay, sometimes I pray the debt is paid. If I return, it won't be to repeat,
but to face the ghosts on that street.
not to change what's finally grown, but to answer what feels like home. You're calling me home, not to claim me as your own, but to show how far I've flown and how deep these seeds were sown. If I come back to our zone, we'll stand in truth we've both outgrown. No more running, no more grown,
just a quiet calling home.
Sky bleeds orange over city steel, daylight fading like the way we feel. I write goodbyes I'll never claim, watching sunset on your name. Your contact still glows in my phone, some story that never ends. A half-read book on my bedside stand, collecting dust but still I hand. As the evening paints the frame, I see sunset on your name.
Sunset on your name.
Sunset on your name.
Doesn't mean I'll erase our flame,
it just means I'll let it rest. Stop bleeding out in my chest.
as the colors start to wane.
I release this quiet pain,
Now with anger, now with blame, just like sunset on
your name.
I've checked your page more times than I say, track your stories day by day, but this habit keeps me stuck, drowning in leftover love.
I see you smiling with someone new, swear I'm happy a bit for you, but I can't keep my world on pause for a love with broken laws. Let the sky do what I can,
Let it pain and let it chant,
that endings can be soft, not lame.
like a sunset on your name.
Sunset on your name.
No more feeding this old flame,
I remember what we were
without needing to prefer.
when the morning comes again, yeah.
We'll be strangers free of rain,
With a fondness, not a claim, left from sunset on your name. If you see my face in a crowded hall,
if you hear my name in a stranger's call,
if your chest still tightens in September, Just say you remember. We used to write in each other's books, trade small glances and crooked looks. We passed notes under fluorescent light, dreaming of running away at night. Years rolled by like a turning wheel. We got older, but the scars stayed real. Now we're orbiting different suns, but I still think of our almost runs. I don't need you to come back through. Just wanna know I matter to you. Say you remember the songs we stole, the secrets whispered from soul to soul, the midnight talks on the kitchen floor, the way we never locked that door. Say you remember our tiny fire, even if we never climb much higher. Don't rewrite us as a minor ember. Just say you remember. Just say you remember.
I saw your picture in somebody's feed. You look happy, you look free. I almost scroll like you meant no more, but my heart stopped at your old front door. I recall the night you saved my head, when I said I'd rather be gone instead. You kept me breathing till morning came. You never asked me to explain.
We're not meant to rewind the tape.
We both found our separate shape.
But if our past comes to your mind,
let it be gentle, let it be kind.
say you remember the way we tried, the clumsy truth we never denied.
We were young and fractured, sure,
But our hearts were mostly pure. Write me down as a tender chapter, not a ghost or a disaster. If my name drips by in your weather, just say you remember. Just say you remember. Just say you remember. Just say you remember.
the sky is bruised with purple and gold.
We're chasing the morning.
We're chasing the morning like stories told.
We've been lost in a midnight storm. Now we're running back to dawn. We fall like thunder in a crowded room. Two wild storms with no more room. Slamming doors and broken calls, throwing truth against the wall.
I said we're done, then checked your page. You wrote I'm fine, but I felt your rage. Hours later when the crying stopped,
I realized where we almost dropped. It's not too late to turn around, to pick our love up off the ground. We're running back to dawn, to the place where we belong, past the smoke and all the wrong, back to when our hearts were strong. Through the night we kept holding on, even when the light was gone. Now through every tired yawn, we're still running back.
dream.
Hand in hand through the quiet lawn, breathing as we run to dawn. We're running back to dawn, where every fear gets drawn. Back to coffee on the lawn, to the days we leaned upon. When we stumble, we carry on, turn our bruises into song. Through the dark and all that's gone, we'll keep running back to dawn. We'll keep running back to dawn.